This week on Cooking with Snobs, we're talking kindness with the kindest of them all, Pamela Pagano, a good friend, journalist, content creator, and the host of the inspiring web series, Kind Time. Join us now.
This is the when's second breakfast is my question.
This is what? Your 22nd breakfast?
When is second breakfast? It's a Lord of the Rings breakfast.
What?
Second breakfast.
I never watched Lord of the Rings. I didn't know you watched Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, well, I watched most films that you haven't watched. Just like Star Wars.
You've watched it. It's okay. We're too far along now for me to catch up.
Are you a movie buff?
Not Star Wars and.
She's like not the nerd stuff.
No.
She's not a loser.
Not a loser.
No, I just haven't gotten to that yet.
You're not gonna get to it, are you?
Maybe.
And you're a better person because of it.
Thank you. I'm watching all the Marvel movies right now.
See, this
Beginning
is why I can't talk.
No, I'm sorry.
I love how their use of green screening.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's a green screen.
Ooh, thank you.
Is this pure maple syrup or like?
Yes. It's pure maple syrup.
It's from La Campagne.
Yeah.
It's from La Campagne.
I forgot the.
Tom, how do you suggest that we eat this? So first of all, what is this? What is this? First of all,
here's a knife. Here's a knife for you.
Thank you.
Here's a knife for you.
My favorite.
There you go.
Sitting right next to him.
Yeah, I know what's going on here.
Okay.
What are we eating? First of all,
okay, so.
I'm watching a lot of Mindhunter, but
because I feel like everybody hates panettone.
Yes,
that is true.
The one with the raisins.
This is one with the raisins in it?
It's the one with the raisins and the oranges.
So you want me to kill myself?
Yes, everybody hates that. It's the worst one. I literally, when I was asking for panettone, I'm like, give me the worst one you have.
And you know what the worst part is? Most of them are like $75. And there's
I think this one here, you might actually, if you buy it, they give you like a free bag of groceries.
So I get out of the store.
Yeah, they just want to like remove it.
Even the $75 panettone still tastes like shit.
Yeah. Well, no.
Yes. I think panettone's.
I like the pistachio.
I think panettone's a great racket. Like you get $75 for a panettone for like stale bread. That's a pretty sweet deal, you know.
I'm gonna eat it anyway. So it's panettone, French toast.
We have panettone, done like French toast.
Yeah.
We have a little pistachio cream.
Pistachio cream.
Very
fun.
And we have a brulee banana.
Okay,
That's
brulee.
So
you have to even
nice.
use the word brulee because you went to cooking school.
Because we went to cooking school, so that's what it is.
Like, you know what they call it?
Yeah.
I blowtorched a banana.
Okay.
Oh, son of a
Okay,
bitch.
it's good.
Yeah.
This might be a good. Yeah, we're gonna keep this on the menu.
Keep it on the menu.
Yeah.
When we decided to have you on, I told
You can't believe it.
This is delicious. Oh my goodness! Wow.
I had told Tom, I was like, we have to make breakfast for Pamela Pagano because like she's so like bubbly, and I feel like she loves breakfast.
I do love breakfast.
See?
It's the smiliest meal of the
do.
day. It's it's a fact.
I do. It starts off your day great, but whoa, not like this. Usually it's just yogurt. Like
Parfait.
This is
Oh,
amazing.
cheers.
This is a little dangerous.
Okay, so Pamela doesn't really drink, but,
My
but
water?
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's fine.
Cheers.
It's
Cheers.
fine. Look at this.
Gingy.
Cheers to you guys back there.
Wow.
It tastes like Christmas, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh my
Water.
God, that is amazing.
We'll drink hers.
Tom, you
You
wanna
want to just smell
you
it?
wanna tell us what you did here?
Well, we
Oh,
have
that does smell really good, actually.
You just do not drink at all?
I don't know.
You're not missing out. You're not missing out.
I drink my water, but no, occasionally, but not really.
Okay,
No.
that's fair.
Yeah.
First
Thank
person
you.
we've had
Thank
on
you.
here that doesn't drink.
There you go.
I'd rather like ingest breakfast.
So good.
Yeah. I was actually going to ask you, are you more of a... she's like stuffing her face. Are you more of a... Like
This
a,
is what we do.
like a sweets breakfast person, or like you like bacon and like sausage and like eggs?
Everything. I always got like the,
Like
the full, yeah,
The
Okay.
full breakfast, like you want the bacon and eggs with the French
with the
toast.
pancakes on the
No,
side,
pancakes.
everything, and I eat it all with the bread too.
Oh my god. That's the best breakfast.
peanut butter
though.
jelly.
Imagine people that eat that every day.
Well, I think you would die at one point.
Like you'd have to. I think if you can have that for like a solid 30 days in a row, they just give you your American passport.
Please go. Please
They're like,
cross the
welcome.
side.
Come and check out IHOP.
But so yeah.
Oh, we ate at IHOP once, my boyfriend and I, but it was actually in Niagara Falls, and we were like, it's gonna be great, cheap, and everything. They ended up charging us for like the second, third, fourth cup of coffee, and we went out of there. It was like $70 for breakfast, and we were like,
That's like an
Get
IHOP.
you on the coffee.
It's like the McDonald's of.
That's what they do. They make
Poor
up. They
Pierre.
make up for the price of the pancakes by charging you coffee. Because what are you gonna have with it?
Wait, but who?
I was like, oh, I didn't know that. And they're like, are you
Yeah.
from here? I was like, no, Montreal. Like, I'm sorry.
Well, you could say here in Montreal we give coffee for free, right? You have
The
breakfast.
second-
Is the coffee free?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Most of the time, yeah.
Well, yeah, unless you go to like these like fancy ass breakfast
Yeah.
places.
Oh, yeah,
like,
they're
you want a
making you
latte
lattes.
with like oat milk. You know what I mean?
Okay, you don't have to look at me so intensely.
No, I
I'm
don't.
the type of person that gets those
No,
coffees.
no, because
That's cool, that's
he's a third wave coffee lover. It's fantastic. And
I'm always getting made fun of for my love of coffee.
but no, because I was not you're laughing because I said oat milk, which I
But
actually,
if the coffee was from Criterion Films, we wouldn't be talking about this.
you know what? That's enough for me.
Not as much as his third wave, but
This guy, the coffee comes. It's like this coffee has the. It reeks of brandy and like I don't know what, and I'm like I don't understand. I'm not a coffee drinker. I don't know.
Brandy.
Yeah.
no. Usually it's like, oh, here, this is like, you could taste fresh field berries with a hint of cumin.
Wow, that
Hey,
was
you know what?
intense.
You
Were
do.
you okay saying
Yeah.
that?
No,
I think you struggled a little bit.
because raspberries and cumin, that like it didn't want to go together, and just like
Good.
I,
Just like the
I
spice-
Sort of
grabbed
like
it
that
and-
porcupine and beer. But no, this what you were saying before, this cocktail is from. I don't know if you want to introduce our.
Steve, I already introduced the.
You want to introduce our gin
Which
sponsor.
is an Italian import from our good friend at with Mask Gin.
Yeah, he hooked us up this time with an Italian gin, which is obviously has an English name. The Bar Master. Without what is a bar without a bar master?
Wow.
You sound
actually
like when
did.
you said that you had like just mutton chops.
You know what? Yeah,
You know?
Like
yeah.
lamb chop, like the
No, like those the sideburns that turn into the mustache.
Oh,
the
they
beard
don't
that
touch the
suddenly
chin.
ends.
Yeah,
Got it,
yeah.
got it.
They just
Actually,
come
yeah.
down and they go up.
I recently saw a dude with the what's
The handlebar.
the handlebar stash, and I was very confused.
Did you ever try it? Like when you shave, do you ever try it?
I haven't shaved my face in like 8 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Whenever I shave, I try and style it differently just to see, and I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like I don't know what's
Maybe.
going on. I'm not that guy.
Will my girlfriend still love me after
Yeah,
this?
you try and keep just a patch.
Just
When nothing happens, you try and keep the pinch. If I grow a pinch,
That's so funny.
I look like I dress in leather. If I grow a pinch, I look like I dress in leather.
You need to come like that next episode.
yeah.
I can't do that.
Not
It's
this
gonna
one, but
It's gonna be a different.
Not this one.
It's gonna be a different podcast at that point.
I literally I have not shaved my face in like 8 years. I don't want to. I know what I look like without a beard, and it's not the look I'm going for. You know what I mean?
it's horrifying.
It's horrifying.
Yeah, it would-
It's horrifying. I'm a little baby.
Yeah.
I'm already 30 and I look like I'm 25. You know,
Well, that's- I
I'm
mean,
giving
that's
myself a
good.
compliment here.
That's good. Whatever makes you feel better
Yes.
about being that
So-
age.
so
Wow, this surprisingly goes really well with breakfast.
It really does.
This might be a breakfast cocktail.
We have Bar Master gin with some amaretto.
Yeah, we
liqueur.
put some amaretto. There's some lemon juice. There's a little.
Oh, lemon juice.
That's-
That's what that
This is
is.
a little Angostura of bitters. Look at this, some bitters. Beautiful.
Wow.
You can even, if you want, you can dunk in some maple syrup.
You
Wow.
probably could. Though,
I'm
yeah.
going to
I'm pretty sure it would be.
Diabetes.
We'll try it out. You know what?
Yeah, Tom's up
Go
there trying
for
it.
I'm
it.
always game to try something. Here we go. Look,
Wow.
how could it not be good?
Yeah, honestly,
At that point, you know.
I think that's a win.
We'll do this. It's good.
I could imagine.
All right. Anyways,
Wow,
So-
that might have actually made it better.
Oh.
I feel like this meal is making you very happy,
Always.
and like you're such a happy person. I don't like know a person that just constantly smiles all the time, and it makes me uncomfortable. But no, I'm joking.
Remember when I saw you driving?
Oh my god! I'm driving. Where was that? Jean Talon?
Yeah, we were on Jean Talon. I was just driving and I just see you coming out of your car. I was like,
And I'm just like, what the fuck? Who is that? Yeah, no, I knew it was her after. I was like, that was Pamela Pagano. At first, she was like,
I've seen you two in the car, but I only noticed it's you.
how depressed do I look?
When you drive, you're the angriest. You just.
that's so funny.
You have a very up yours, buddy.
I'm yours, asshole.
Oh, that's
But,
so funny.
But you're driving on Jean Talon, which is
That too, yeah.
straight
Street
drive
ever.
one.
Yeah.
So
But so you have Kind Time, which is like your baby, right?
Yeah.
So like, what is it? So people that.
Yeah, so Kind Time is where I interview people who are sharing kindness with the world.
Not us.
No, not us.
Yes, you are sharing kindness. Come on, you're making people laugh and everything. It's too good. And yeah, so basically it's 3 seasons now.
3 seasons.
So it's been fun.
And they're like capsules, right? They're like.
Yeah, they're like 5-minute videos basically,
Okay,
and
cool.
like about 10 per season, and that's it. It's on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook.
What's
you know.
the general response like when you release something like that? Like you're just there's no one that's nice nowadays. You know what I mean?
Oh
So,
yeah.
like,
No. But actually, with Kind Time, thank goodness, it's been a lot of positive feedback. There hasn't been like many negative comments. There has sometimes.
But you're gonna
and I'm
get
just
anyway.
like,
It doesn't matter. Like,
exactly.
You can have like a
Yeah.
car repair video.
You
Something's
have it
like,
on-
you asshole. Like, that's
do you
kind of
ever-
how the internet works. I
Yeah.
guess.
you ever get
100%.
comments like that? Do people try and make friends in the comments? Like,
Would it make
do they
sense?
like start hating on each other in the comments and be like, oh my god, I can't stand the way that she's always so happy or whatever.
That's actually one of my questions. Was that like how do you deal with like I know there's hate. There's definitely
Yeah,
hate.
that's actually a really good question because it has happened less with Kind Time, more with other like videos that let's say
Oh, really?
I don't know a topic that happened and I report on it or something like that, and it's like okay, but I'm just reporting on the story, right? I'm not putting my opinion and all that, so it's just it's a lot. I just got a comment that was like, get a life, and I'm like, well, this is my life, so what do
Get a
y'all want
life.
to do?
I hope we get people like that in the comment section.
But I don't understand.
I'm gonna be on if which I don't know what camera to look at. That camera.
Camera 1.
If they're writing comments and you see us answering, I'm the one answering.
It's definitely Tom. Tom is good with comments. You should go check a bunch of our blogs sometimes.
Oh my god!
That's you?
I'm sorry. That rock out with your cack out was the best.
Very good.
That was-
What?
well, yeah, there was a thing of
cut,
Legault.
It's okay. It's still
There was a
clean.
thing of Legault saying that he opened up the bar so we can rock out with our cack out.
Oh my god, I did not see that.
I know, but that it was actually a really good play on words.
You should have said that.
Should've said
I mean,
I would have voted
That's
for
I would
it.
hit with the voters, but
Okay, interesting.
So there's hate. There's hate, and
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
just people that just like want to like, you know, lack of a better term, like just shit on you. And
Those
just-
are people that just they slap puppies.
Oh,
That's
They're not nice.
That's
They're not
mean,
nice
bro.
people.
Jesus Christ, I want a picture of that. Love puppies.
that's oh my gosh. But no, there's even with Kind Time, there has been like some comments where it's like, oh, it's impossible. You're always this nice.
Yeah,
you know,
literally,
you're
like,
fake and
yeah.
da, da, da. But you know, you've seen you guys. We're friends now. We're
Yeah.
snob friends.
it is true.
We're trying to make you a little bit of a snob. We're trying to do it. It's very hard.
It's been hard. You
It's,
haven't
you're the
broken
most
me yet.
difficult. Yeah.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next season.
Why do people hate the fact that somebody can be so nice all the time and happy?
I don't know. I guess it's just because they really do think it's not real or something, so they're like,
Well,
It's like a facade.
We're gonna blame it
Yeah.
on TMZ and World Star, honestly.
Yes.
Like
World Star.
everybody has seen Kanye like break down in public, and everybody wants to see you have a Kanye style breakdown in
Aw.
public. Probably, you
But,
know,
like-
those people.
She's like, oh yes. It happened before I walked in here.
no, but like, it's just, like, that's who I am.
Yeah.
You know, like, what do you want me to do? But obviously, we have our bad days. Oh my goodness, like,
So
it's
okay.
so normal.
So
you
what
know,
is a
but,
bad day for Pamela Pagano? Like I'm curious. Like if you want to share it, like you know.
Today.
Well,
well, I was walking into a basement.
And some videographer guy scared me. Hey, there's 2 girls there.
I think you're looking for this place, right?
Come down the garage.
Why do we all sound like we live in Long Island?
I don't know. Because it's more perfect that way. Hey, why don't you come down the fucking garage, huh?
It sounds like we live next to Pete Davidson.
Oh my goodness.
So anyways, so yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
What was the question?
I don't know.
What was the question,
Oh,
Steve?
people are like, hey, you can't be that happy. Oh, what's your bad day for you?
Oh yeah. Oh, good memory.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
He's ready to finish his drink. Look at him. He's ready to finish his drink. He's like, I'm still keeping tabs.
Yeah, I got this.
I got it.
It's very impressive.
What's a bad day for you?
A bad day? I don't know. I don't.
And what was your last bad day? Like, what happened on your last bad day?
Oh my god,
Oh
don't
no,
make
but
it
it's
something
so
dark.
sad. Yeah, I know,
Oh,
it's
no.
so sad.
We're like making a trigger.
So was this bus crash?
And I saw Johnny on Jean Talon.
Yes, exactly. That was my last bad day.
That's a month
No,
ago.
no.
Good for you. I had one last night. No.
No, but like, I don't know when like something personal is
Yeah.
like going on, and
Yeah.
but just like everyone else, and it's just it gets you down, but you need to.
I feel like you can wake up. You'll wake up and you'll be okay. Like I'll wake up sometimes and I'll just be like, fuck. You know,
Another day.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Like it's a Monday, you know, and you wake up and you're like, oh god, I just want to stay in bed another 2 hours and just not.
That's me
Oh,
today.
100%.
No.
Of course. That especially now that it's getting colder and the time change and everything. So I'm just there and I'm like, I want to just stay here. But then after it's like, but I love like what I do and I love
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a great attitude.
life and everything. So it's just like.
I don't think so.
You know what? You know what, Steve?
Tell me.
If Pam will do it, call her every morning,
There you go.
and she'll be like, "Hey, Steve."
So how
you
is
ready
life
for this?
torture? I'm listening.
You know what I mean?
Are you ready for today, Steve? Yes, you are.
You spend a lot of time in traffic, no?
No, actually, I'm pretty okay.
You don't like when you're driving around to.
I know what I know to do.
I don't
He
know.
knows what to do.
I know what to do.
He knows what to
I
do.
feel if I was always driving around on the road, I'd be like just in a bad
you gotta-
mood all the time.
Yeah, but see, that's what you got. You got
But
your
then-
Spotify, you got your podcasts,
Exactly.
you got I could yell at other cars.
You also
That's
work out,
release.
though, right? Like you go to like
Yes.
it's not Zumba,
Yes.
but the what's the fuck one with the
Yeah,
kangaroo thing?
it's a one is Ritmo Latino, so it's
Yeah.
like Zumba.
Yeah,
You got it, and the other one, is Kangoo.
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 Those boots.
Is that like kangaroo? And
Those are
kung
the
fu?
space boots.
Yes,
the
it
jumping
is the
ones.
space boots.
No,
I'm
sorry,
so
see,
proud
what
of
is it?
you, yes.
So it's like kangaroo kung fu shit. Or
Kangaroo kung fu.
I'm glad we
Yeah,
got
Jack
that.
Black.
I'm glad we got that.
Kung Fu Panda 4 coming soon.
no, okay, I tried.
It's those like shoes or
No, I
boots
know what
that
it
have
is,
the-
but
yeah.
it's kang fu, right? Is that what you said?
Kangoo.
Kangoo. What?
Kangoo.
Close enough.
Kung Fu. They're just bouncing, going like this.
Bouncing caras.
No, but basically it's like these boots that you put on, and they're like they have an elastic, and they're rebound boots, so you jump. So it's kind of like you're dancing, but you're jumping
Okay.
at the same
be so
time.
scared.
It's very
It sounds
intense.
like a lot of fun, actually.
It is fun.
Yeah, it sounds
is
like
fun.
a
You
really
guys
crazy.
should try. You guys should try.
No, it's
They-
kind of like they're like it's not
No,
No,
crazy.
it's not crazy at all. Yeah.
It's not a
Because
cartoon, Tom.
they had a toy like that. They had a toy like that. They had a toy like that in the 80s. Okay? They did.
But you're a child of the 90s. Like,
I
what
know,
the
but I
fuck?
saw the commercial and I couldn't believe my eyes. It was like these boots that,
Okay.
but they make a lot of noise when they hit the floor because they're made out of plastic.
Oh, well, how
So
could
it
they
sounds
do
like you're jumping with cinder blocks on your feet.
Oh.
So I was thinking, if you have an entire studio of people working out in unison making that noise, it sounds more like you're trying to dig your way to through the earth.
center-
Through the earth, yeah.
No.
I was just wondering how noisy they were, but
No,
did
and
they
after-
make you jump higher?
They do.
That's
It's
actually
really fun. It's really fun. And we have like loud music, and it's like club music. So it's really you get all your energy out there, or you get your energy from there. So
They
it's
have
really
the
fun.
smoke cannons through the
Yeah,
dry.
smoke machines.
Honestly, like that would be so cool. But
I'll put in a word.
I like
We gotta get a sponsor for that.
There you
Dry
go.
ice.
Just look around us, just right here.
We'll put it in the corners like it's the dance floor at a 90s wedding.
Yeah. So a lot of your happiness stems from like you being able to get up in the morning happy. You work out. I'm assuming you eat well. Well, except right now.
no, this is so good.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
eat well in the sense like you
Eat healthy.
You eat healthy. Thank you.
healthy.
Eat healthy.
Like this.
This is healthy. You had a banana.
Except for that time I went to IHOP for 75 bucks.
Yeah, exactly. We had 7 coffees and it costed us $70.
I would have definitely written a very strongly worded letter.
I was like, oh my, okay.
Were you always a happy person? Like is your family very?
We're very happy people. Like if
Okay.
you meet my parents,
Your sister's very happy too.
she's so cute.
She's
I
more
love her.
sarcastic than you are.
I really look up to her. Like she has a character where it's like, damn, I need to take some of that from you. You know, so people won't step on me or anything, but she's really.
No.
I look up to her. I look
People,
up to
I
her.
hope people
Yeah.
do not step on you.
Yeah.
With the kangaroo boots. No, I tried to be funny.
I could picture, you know
She
what
was
you
being
mean?
funny.
It's gonna take you.
She was being funny because the last time when she was on like our show, she said the word "fuck."
Yeah, well,
So
I was very proud, actually.
I was very
I
proud,
felt
and
very
I think I
proud
went
myself.
back to listen to that a lot of times.
I'm gonna get
Pamela never
the,
swears.
I'm gonna get the audio.
Exactly.
Soundbite.
After
Graph
something.
like that,
All right,
I get you to,
replay,
like, sign it.
replay.
What the fuck?
This is
Like when
the
you
sound
call
wave
me,
of
like that's what it's gonna be. What the fuck? I mean,
Pam's calling.
Oh,
I was
Oh,
calling.
my
What?
goodness.
And you can literally walk around with you saying "fuck" on a shirt. You just put the audio wave just on a shirt print. Nobody knows what it is.
No one knows.
Nobody knows what it is, and then that's good marketing. We get
But
a
you'll
Spotify
know.
thing.
I'll know.
You'll know.
Yeah, sure.
It'll bring you to exactly that point
I
in the
feel
podcast.
Wow.
Wow.
Genius.
So that is genius.
You sometimes
know what
don't
else is
understand what's
genius?
going on in your head, man. It's all that weed that you smoke.
You know what else is genius? Thank you. The other thing that's genius is if ever anybody tries to step on you, you take those space boots and you kick them in the chest. They must
There
fly
you go.
further.
There you
Oh,
go.
that's for
That's-
sure.
you can also-
Definitely fly further.
You can also get good air, so you like up and then
Oh,
down
yeah.
too, boom, in the
Wow.
face. Because now you have that
You
height.
just see her looking like a Mortal Kombat character,
Yeah.
just flying around everywhere
Through a wall, down to hell.
Yeah.
with the kicks.
But you know what? With the kangaroo, I'm so lucky because I've been doing that for 6 years, 7
Holy
years
shit,
now.
Holy shit.
It's a long time.
Sounds like new.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty long
So
now.
you were like ahead of the curve there.
You know what? Actually,
Like
I
people were
don't
doing
even
Zumba
know.
like losers, and you were
No!
just.
I'm changing the game.
It was amazing, but no, it's just like the people there and at the gym and that the positive circle that like I cultivated through that and kind time and all that. Like every time something negative happens, I'm so lucky I have that support system that they help a lot with like keeping my happiness at this level. You know?
Yeah.
Like I'm so lucky with that. So yeah, that's I just want to add that.
Wow, that's amazing. We
Because you were
support, we
saying
support
like
each other
with
too.
the combat boots and everything, instead it's like no, it's just
So
they're
you're not
always
gonna
there
drink
for me.
this?
So
You're not
no,
gonna
but
drink this?
enjoy.
You literally
It
do
sounds
the
amazing.
you literally do the opposite of what we do because when we hang out in our positive circle,
A positive square. Right?
we
Yeah.
spend the majority of our time like shadow assassinating each
Sure.
other.
Yeah, it's very.
We're like children essentially.
Yeah.
We like to.
Like
you know,
I'll take my knife and I'll just.
you know, I don't have. We both don't have. I have a sister, but we both don't have. You know, brothers. Let's say he has an older brother, and we just.
I also don't have a sister.
You don't have a sister either.
I have nothing.
You no, you have.
I
no
don't
one.
even have hair.
That's.
Oh, I'm so
So
sorry.
Oh, shit, I thought it was growing, but it's not.
it's not really.
But also, we just try to like.
I'm like a cheetah pet.
We play,
Yeah.
fight, and wrestle as like babies.
Yeah.
Yes, that's.
That's very interesting.
She's like, you guys need help.
therapeutic.
I'm gonna
It's
go.
therapeutic.
It's very therapeutic.
It is.
Yeah.
We have fake guns, and it's a part fake.
Now you're just digging the hole now. We went from wrestling to fake,
Fake
guns.
guns.
Yes.
We have fake piano wire that to choke each other out. I mean, how are you gonna take this stuff with the examples?
Yeah.
I thought that was to cut cheese.
Oh yeah, it's cutting something.
Okay. Okay.
This is a food show, more or less, but whatever.
Delicious
Is,
food. Yeah.
is there a meal that your family cooks that you're like?
Yeah.
My favorite
Yeah.
meal I love cotoletta and like some vegetables on side, mashed potatoes. That's my favorite.
Chicken
Yeah.
or pork?
Chicken.
About veal.
Really
I never had like.
We're actually
I never heard of
having
pork
that for lunch.
cutlets.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I said we're having that for lunch today. and I'm
Oh,
so-
after this.
Very nice.
I know.
My
It's a great
God.
day.
It's a great day
I know.
for you.
I'm so lucky.
Wow.
See, I'm so happy.
Do you cook?
I'm okay.
Listen, I have my own show, alright?
It's like, I'm the host, kind time, journalist as well.
Exactly. Whew. Okay.
Have you ever had that moment in the kitchen where you're burning something? The
Oh,
panic
100%. Just before the fire alarm went on. Ooh, that's happened before.
My mom flashback.
Like PTSD.
Just run through the jungle.
Exactly. Damn.
when it like when you're burning something, I feel like that's where you see how you would be in a very stressful situation.
Oh, I'm just.
It's the same as if you see somebody choking.
Oh my goodness.
That's
you
worse.
can't-
That's worse.
you know
I feel.
what?
It's like, what do? You just let them die.
You can't. Well, you can't hide.
It's in your throat.
If the panettone is burning, you can't hang like the panettone, and all of a sudden
Well,
it's not
that's his
drying.
point.
That's my point,
I think.
yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah.
I don't know. I really know how to do the highlights.
It's this Christmas cocktail that.
I think is it. Could you like fake it till you make it with the Heimlich, or is it just gonna like
No.
break his ribs and he's gonna die even worse?
This is so intense for Pamela right now.
If you're
Medical
fucking up,
question.
if you're fucking up the Heimlich and like you're doing it to somebody and he's like tapping out, like he just wants to die. It means you're doing it wrong.
Anyways,
No.
how do we get on this tangent?
I'm not interested.
Burning food.
Yes. And the PTSD of the fire.
Yes. But no, I mean, you know, some scrambled eggs, rosé sauce. Gabriella taught me how to do that, so we're getting there, you know.
Gabriella's
slowly,
good people.
It's very important. It's an important life skill. Everybody should have it. They
Yeah,
got rid of it in
100%.
schools.
What?
Home
Cooking?
ec.
A home ec.
I know, it's true.
Gotta replace it with Quebec culture.
But
A lot of that going around these days.
it's already a class. I don't.
Always a pleasure
Is that
being
what
here.
A lot of Quebec culture going around these days.
This was so good.
She's like, I'm done. She's like, I think we're done.
This has been great.
This has been
guys.
fantastic.
You know what? Just
If I give the last try.
They should teach like personal finance in school.
Well, we all know that.
Do we?
No, I like.
no, you
that's
say we know they should.
we
do
know
that.
they should. We like. We know, like you know.
We don't know personal finance too well.
Exactly. Well, you do.
Let's go out on this party.
Yeah, exactly.
It's usually like that.
You know what? I think that was like old. I think now it's more just Amazon. Oh, you know what? I do need a built-in record player to this boudoir.
You see, if they would have thought personal finance, you would have never got screwed at IHOP. You would have never got screwed at IHOP. You'd be like, excuse me, where in the contract does it stipulate whether or not I have to pay for all these extra coffees? Because if I'm not asking, I'm not paying.
Yeah.
Because the woman was so nice, she kept coming
Of
around.
course she was.
You know,
So nice.
she was so nice. She kept going around. She's like, coffee? And I was like, oh my god. I was so happy. I was with Pierre.
A lot of people like Bernie Madoff too.
I was like, okay, you know, perfect, thank you. And after at the end, we were like, what?
She
like,
was trained by Wall Street.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Trained by Wall
Jordan
Street.
Belfort.
Anyways,
Jordan
but
Belfort.
that was-
Yes. Sell me this.
Sell me this coffee.
Yes, I was coffee.
Do you
makes
want
for
some
a
more?
good story. It makes for
Yes,
a good
yeah.
story, you know. We laugh.
I hate that. But you see, you got screwed because you got all that coffee and all that, and it happens elsewhere in so many other parts of life that you go to a garage. Do you ever get screwed at a garage?
No, my uncle's my mechanic, so I'm okay.
Well, you're lucky. So you have to know somebody everywhere in order to know.
Yeah.
Because had you known the waitress, and
She would have fixed that up.
But I think she must
The
have
regulars
assumed that I
must
knew, you know, like, no,
I don't know.
no. Okay,
That's
so
the wrong
anyway.
thing to do is to assume.
Because you're an asshole.
That's horrible. That's horrible. Never going
Is
back.
that,
to
is that how it goes?
That's not how it goes.
No?
I don't think so.
It makes,
Were the pancakes actually good though at IHOP?
Yeah, they're okay.
yeah, everything's delicious.
I've never
I ate
been,
so
so
well.
You know what?
Yeah.
I did it the last time. Not the last time. I was in the States at some point, and I did it, and I was like, you know what? I thought I'd have more than 5.
Yeah.
All the pictures are there's like 12. Felt a little abused.
Steve loves pancakes.
I love pancakes.
Do you?
Wow, yeah, same.
Did you guys ever go to like another breakfast place in the States, like Denny's?
Yeah, Denny's.
Oh,
I still love
God.
Steve about Denny's.
What?
I love it. I
Fucking
love it.
Poison Factory.
I love
Poison
it.
Factory. Did you get that Denny's Grand Slam?
Yes, obviously, 100%.
I went to Denny's twice in my life. Once I was in Niagara Falls. Actually, I was a kid. I was eating my food and I vomited at the table.
Oh no!
But that's because as a kid, Steve was drinking.
Well, this is my kid vodka. I don't drink vodka. Well, sometimes.
My
Yeah.
driving whiskey.
The second time I was on the way to Boston and we had
Boston.
Denny's and I felt like I was gonna vomit in the car. I didn't.
But
But
that's
you
probably
I
didn't.
fought it off.
That's probably like car
Yeah.
sickness.
No. When do I ever get car?
All this
Maybe
talk
we're a
about
week, maybe we're a
vomit
week.
is really nice.
Yeah. Anyways,
It's a,
how about Pamela's
I'm
nice?
glad nobody's done that with this breakfast.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No, it was so
Yeah.
good. I promise it was delicious.
But now you
actually.
know that all it takes to make these bananas is just a high-powered blowtorch.
It's
So-
just this.
You just need one of these guys.
Coleman.
And you can only professionals
gonna
can
go
use
off
this.
again.
It was very impressive.
Yeah, you
I know, what did it go
here.
on?
This could be your gift to
Thank
bring home.
you.
Just don't press it. You know?
Oh my god.
It's fine. It has a dead man switch because if you let go of the button, let's say something happens, there's an explosion, and your finger comes off, it won't burn the house down.
Okay.
So it's fine.
Thank God.
This is in front of my face now.
I should have put it here.
The face
Yeah.
of the, the smile of God.
Next to flammable.
next to
Oh my
thing.
gosh.
Anyways, this is not a fact. This is not
We
a
all want to have our eyebrows.
It's not a
up,
hazard.
Yes, please.
I mean, I'm just gonna look surprised if I don't have.
That's a
any.
comment I've gotten too. Your eyebrows are fake and everything. I'm like, these are my
They-
eyebrows.
There's
People
good
say
looking
that.
eyebrows. I don't know.
Thank you. But yeah, I know. It's just.
Why do people just? Why there's so much shit? There's so much
Very
hate.
interesting.
Everybody
So-
hates anybody
But,
that gets a little bit of exposure and that's moving up and that. they
Actually,
just-
what I wanted to know. Sorry to interrupt you, Steve,
No,
because I'm gonna forget, and you can remember your question.
Yeah, you're good.
The whole like niceness and kindness. You said your whole family's nice. Like
Yeah.
everyone's nice.
Really lucky. Yeah.
When did you want to be a journalist? First of all,
Good question.
and secondly, like when was the moment you were like, okay, I need to spread kindness more, like more kindness in the
Spread it like Nutella.
like Nutella,
Oh,
like the pistachio
Nutella.
cream
Oh,
from Chocolat Noir.
Thank you.
thank you.
You're the best.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rob. But no, it was so delicious. But no, it was actually I didn't know until like high school. The day before we had to submit our college application, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was like sciences or something in arts or something like that, and I went to I spoke with my teachers, and thank God they're literally the best. Again, like my foundation, I'm so blessed. And they were like, Pamela, just follow your heart. What do you want to do? Do you want to be like something in
Better advice
science?
than I ever got.
You know, like I'm so lucky. And so after I was like, okay, communications. So I went to communications at Dawson, and then
Okay.
So did I.
from there I had a journalism class, and I interviewed actually someone who won an Oscar was
Holy shit.
from the National Film Board. And so I was like, wow, I want to do this. Like, this was so interesting to hear her story and then to share it and do that continuously with others. And I was just like, oh my gosh, this is wonderful. And I was always so shy, so it really brought me out of my shell, and other experiences brought me out of my shell. And so from there, that's what I want to become.
Is it safe to say that you're kind of, because you're super bubbly and you're just like out there,
Now, yeah.
but you're also maybe an introvert a little bit.
Oh, 100%. Like,
Yeah.
I am shy. Like,
Yeah.
I am shy. But then when there's, like, when the environment is, like, I
If
don't
you're
know.
comfortable, yeah.
you feel comfortable, then you could be your 100%,
I've
like,
tried to cultivate that in this
self.
case.
It is very
Should I do
safe,
the
beautiful.
pictures
I'm
of
sorry,
my parents on
Steve.
the fridge.
Sorry.
Why am I sitting next to you?
I don't,
Every time.
You see? And he's even telling you, don't be a prick.
yeah.
Well, how much kinder does it get, right?
Sweater. I like that sweater.
Kind time.
Yeah, kind.
There you go.
Welcome to Kind Time.
Don't be a prick.
Don't be a prick. Well, we're not gonna rebrand like
No,
that.
no,
That's
Yeah.
a bad. That's what they call
But
a
this
bad
is very
pivot.
cute.
I saw it. I was like, that's
Pivot.
hilarious. I have to buy it.
No,
But,
not that kind of a pivot. We're not doing that.
I'm
We don't
sorry.
talk about friends.
Oh, that's so funny.
So
Yes.
so yeah, so no, so you
So then
were.
after why with the kindness.
Yeah, why?
article, it's just, you know what? It's because one day we were, my family and I were just eating lunch. It was most likely cutlet and mashed potatoes. And
Such a great lunch.
they were like, what are you gonna do with your degree? And they're like, you're so kind. Like, you should like mix that somehow together. And then from there, we're like, oh my gosh. Like, let's do interviews with people who are sharing kindness, and after that'll hopefully inspire others to do a little bit of something that's
wanna, like,
kind
pay
for them or
forward
make
to
them
them.
happy,
Yeah.
something like that. So that's how.
How do you find the guests that you have in your show? Because literally everyone's done something nice,
Oh yeah, I love.
and
that
not all of them
so
are from
much.
like Montreal, like North America, or like you even interviewed that
People from like across the world.
that actress
Yeah.
that was in The Greatest Showman, or actor.
Yeah, it's Sam
yeah.
Pam.
Yeah.
He was so nice. My goodness, everyone is. But it's just social media can work in various ways, right? Like, the algorithm is very interesting. So when you, like, my social media is all like, positive quotes and
Yeah.
but following positive people. So after you start seeing that more and more often, so for me it was
It just kept popping
It just, yeah, it was like, oh, okay, like, what's happening here, what's happening there? But for actually the Sam Humphrey one, that's so interesting because we're born on the same day.
Oh, yes.
So what I was trying to do, I was like, okay, you know, the episode that's coming out is going to be on my birthday, April 24th, and I was like, it'd be so interesting to interview someone that's done kindness on April 24th, something like that, you know? So I was trying to focus on that. So I was doing my research on the internet, and I was like, so cool if I could interview Sam Humphries, born on the same day as me.
Yeah.
So I just sent him a message on Instagram, and he replied, and he is such a sweetheart. And so, yeah, the power of social media. And great episode there. And
now you're like friends,
yeah,
like across the globe. Yeah,
he's so nice. But everyone
is. He like
everyone is. Now he's in Los Angeles.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
But he's from New Zealand.
I think so.
Something like
yeah.
that, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Greatest marketing ploy of all time came from New Zealand. A kiwi's not actually a kiwi.
What is it?
It's a gooseberry.
It's a gooseberry.
They just call them kiwis. It's like calling tissues Kleenex.
Oh.
Fun fact.
More you know.
Kiwis are gooseberries?
Yes.
Gooseberries.
We need to cook with that next time.
Kiwi.
Kiwi.
Or gooseberries. See,
Nice.
it's automatic. It's automatic. You're gonna call them
Pass me
kiwis.
Kleenex.
Oh wow.
Oh!
You should start your own comedy show.
It's true. Oh my gosh, all your comedy shows, it's really amazing, you guys. Like,
Yeah, I guess that's how we spread kindness. Spread kindness
Yes.
and say fuck.
No.
Spread kindness by throwing t-shirts into the crowd.
Literally launching t-shirts. And
But
like,
when we had come, the one that was,
when you actually won something that time.
that was so funny.
Yeah. I was like, oh my god.
Oh, that was the scrap night.
Yes, it was.
That was the
yes.
night of the scrap. That night is forever burned into our memory.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because
The night
after
that you won.
the night. It's cause
Don't put me in this.
No, it was an issue that
There
happened
was an
after
Oh,
the
I'm
show,
so
but
sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
no, don't say sorry.
Well, just remember it in the
Some people are
positive way.
ungrateful. That's the thing. That's the thing. That's the issue.
Well, I was very grateful. It was very fun.
Thank
It was really
Like,
fun.
she's grateful.
Really
So
enjoyed
she
it.
won a gift card.
How do you? Well, yeah, it's true. You won a gift card.
Yeah, but we both looked at each
Found.
other
I was
like,
gonna say.
"Seriously?"
I was like, come on.
You won a gift card.
You literally said that.
I said, come on.
What I wanted to know is, as a journalist, how do you find people to, to talk to? Like, how do you find people to interview?
Well,
Did I not just ask that?
Yeah, I know, but she reached out, but like it must be harder than that just to even start doing research to like out of thin air. Who am I gonna go after?
Well, you know what? We're so
Fine,
lucky,
that's fine.
again, like to have like the internet, like not just social media, just internet in general. You have an idea. So now, like we're talking about Kind Time, so it's like, okay, let's just say in season 2, interviewed Rescue All Dogs, and so amazing. So I knew I wanted to find someone
That's
who's rescuing
Jaguars,
dogs. They're so amazing. Again, everyone, my goodness, you guys too. And and so like you just search it, and then you look, and you're like, okay, like what will fit like the idea that I have that I want to create over here and in our episode. And then after you just reach out, sometimes people say no, and that's so understandable, either camera shy or they're busy, and that's so fine, maybe next time or one day.
Did
And
you ever hit them with the "that's not too kind"?
no.
You're being very
Never,
off-brand right now.
Never.
I would totally hit. You
That's
send them
not
a
kind.
T-shirt, not kind.
Enjoy the merch.
Enjoy the brand. Enjoy the merch.
Never. Oh my gosh, no. Everyone's been super great. It's been really fun. Like a dream come true for me, because it's not about me at all. It's about their story.
Everyone else, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm just someone asking questions and putting it together, So it's been really fun.
That's such a better, because a friend of mine was a journalist too for a brief period of time, and I remember driving her to a story, and 2 blocks from here there was an entire block apartment on fire.
Oh.
And there were cops everywhere, and I drove through a red light on the wrong side of the street because I had to get there to drop her off, and I'm there and I'm like, you're gonna talk to people, the building's on fire? And then she does her report, and then she's like, okay, let's go.
But that's a whole different form of
Yeah, I know, but I'm like,
yeah.
You're like, hey.
there's an entire building, like I feel like there's a disconnect between what's going on and what
But
is happening closer to Earth.
I so understand exactly what you're saying, but it's like when you have a story to report, like now we're not talking about Kind Time, something that's where it's a little not that it's not serious kind time, but it's just a different type
Different
of
vibe,
journalism.
yeah.
You know, and it's just when you have to get the story, that's your story. You're informing the public, you know? So it's like no matter what's happening, you need to get all your angles, you know, make sure everyone's, represented equally in your story. And so no matter what's happening, it's like, it's not about you, it's about the story and getting it to the people. So I'm sure for her, it maybe was difficult or like emotionally wise, you know?
It was very impressive to watch.
Like, exactly, it's so impressive
You
to
and I are
deliver that.
You and I are like in sync today with questions because I was gonna ask something similar to what you just asked, but it was more like how do you turn off? Because now you are a news reporter.
How in sync are we? I'm gonna try.
Is that the correct? Is that the correct term? A news reporter? Is that
Video journalist.
Video journalist.
Yeah.
But, so
Wow.
like how do you like report a really, let's say, sad story? Oh my god.
You okay?
Bloopers.
Where's that?
I'm sorry.
How do you report like a sad story and you're just you?
It's
Like
well,
how do you turn
that's
off?
what-
That's like you just turn
went
off.
to school for it. You know, you don't
Yeah.
turn it off. You're always yourself, right? You know, and everyone has a different style to approach a situation, to approach a question, and yeah. So it's never. I don't know. Personally, for me, it's not turned off. It's just like, you know, like, okay, this is the story you need to get, and you go for it.
You have an objective, a mission.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, but some people report under fire from the Taliban. What are you gonna do? Huh? What?
Oh my god, this is Christmas.
Did you put it now?
Yeah.
Right over your phone.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I dig.
You do. You do.
I fucking yeah.
So Steve, you have some interesting
Tell us.
like food research that you do for us sometimes,
Yeah.
and you're really frustrated about this one.
I was really frustrated because you're going through. I go different sources. I try to get.
This is what he does at night, by the way.
Yeah.
Keeps him up at night.
I'm proud of you. Okay, different sources.
Yeah, journalism. Right?
G-Store. What was
Reddit.
used in college? Reddit. That's a very credible source.
And I was reading the stories and like.
Of what? About French toast or panettone?
Both. I was like, okay, where did they come from? And like everything was bullshit. Like what? Like
it's
no,
bullshit.
you want to know why? Because tell me how this makes sense. They're saying, oh, there's a myth. This is how it started. There was a nobleman who wanted to marry a baker's daughter, and I didn't finish the rest of it because I got so pissed off I didn't find out.
Oh, that's when we went over. That's how they got the baker's dozen. Because he wanted to marry her, and it snowballed from there.
Something like that.
Something like that. But
So they're saying how, okay, so he's this fucking nobleman, there's the baker's daughter, but he can't marry her because he's poor and he doesn't have enough social standing. But how does the nobleman not have the social standing to marry the baker's daughter? This is like 16th century. They're like caked in their own shit, right?
Yeah.
And then
He's baking bread. The other guy is like, in a castle.
in a castle, and he's like, oh, this is not gonna work. So I stopped reading from there because I'm like, well, no.
So that was for French toast?
That was for
Panettone.
panettone. Also, they were saying, the name comes from another story. They're like, oh yeah, there was a chef that had to make a big cake and shit for nobles. They're all coming for a big dinner, and he burns the cake. So he's like, what am I gonna do? So
It's like
yeah, and his assistant comes. He's like, oh, don't worry, I'm gonna fix it up, right? Because they're in Italy now. So
Okay.
I said it like
How do you
that.
say it?
I'm gonna fix it up.
I'm gonna fix it up.
Parmestre.
So he does a whole bunch of stuff, and the chef decides to like name it after Tony. So
Can't have the
panettone.
bread without the bread.
But this, and again, they're
Panettone.
saying this is like 15 something. In what world does the chef not first of all take the credit for himself and name it after himself, and then not be tortured to death by the noble for burning the cake in the first place?
Because he's kind.
Not us, buddy.
So I found that to not be true.
That's good. She's learning so much comedic timing. I'm so proud.
So and then I read a bit more, and it seems just like the Romans used to throw honey on stale bread, and they were like, okay, well this works.
Because they had nothing else to live for.
They
let's be honest.
had nothing to live for.
I feel like that version of panettone is way better than any other version of panettone that they've made
With honey?
Yeah.
on stale bread.
And then French toast, it was like the same thing basically. They're like,
Throw in a couple of
the Romans had their own version of French toast where they put bread in egg wash and fried it, but that's French toast. What do you mean? How's that the Roman version? That is French toast.
Well, so Steve is very conflicted, essentially.
Like,
and this is your fun fact.
I'm really disappointed.
Yeah.
This
I don't know if you've actually learned anything.
Yes.
People did fun stuff with bad bread. That's the moral of the story.
Oh, but I'm glad you did your research.
But at least now
She's like, I'm glad you gave me this useless piece of fucking information.
Is your house ever riddled with panettone everywhere? When people come over during the holidays, somebody who brings a panettone here, and then you have it in the closet, you never know what to do, and then somebody always forgets to tie the bag right, and it dries out a little bit.
Yeah.
More than already is.
More than it already is.
More than it already is.
It depends which one you're getting, too. You know,
The good panettone is pandoro, so it's not panettone.
Yeah.
Panettone is just like...
He's very upset.
You get yourself a nice little
There's some that are like...
Are you a fan of the one with the cream in it?
See, that's like as good as it's gonna get for a panettone. It's not great. I'm not there like, oh, fucking cut me a slice. I'm like, oh, well, at least it's not the shitty kind.
At least the one with the raisins and the fucking orange
This
and the
is
bowl
so
of sand.
good, though. I'm telling you.
No, you see, if you made me panettone like this, I would eat it every day.
Oh yeah, no kidding. It's drenched in
But it's kind of like my dad's like, oh, put the panettone in the toaster. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna buy a panettone. Sorry, I got upset there.
No, it is upsetting. Panettone's very upsetting.
Panettone in the toaster is actually really good, but I feel like
Put some butter on it.
Again,
if you don't know what to do with it, just make French toast.
But how much
But
drier
that's
can
so
it get?
original, but...
You can even make bread pudding.
That's just
Bread pudding's nice too with the stale panettone.
bread pudding, yes. I don't know why I'm raising my voice.
I don't know. We can hear you.
I know. Like,
There's microphones everywhere. Look, you don't actually have to reach that one.
I don't have to reach it. That's too late.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Tom.
What was this?
we
What was
gotta
happening right now? They had literally a conversation on their own while we were arguing. And then Frankie would look at me and he was like, "What kind of conversation?" And it's all, you know what? It's all caught on that fucking microphone.
We're gonna go back and we're just gonna blow up that audio after.
I've never had bread pudding. I kind of want to try it. She
Yeah, we
said
can't let
that like you should make that song.
Yeah.
And I was like,
You
okay.
haven't
Right
had
now.
bread pudding? No.
How do you like?
don't
What's
know
it
what's
consist
bread
of?
pudding.
I've always heard it. I'm like,
It's-
I want to try.
I mean,
it.
it's just you just queuing up the panettone and you leave it out the night before so it gets rock hard.
Okay.
Again, more than already. Oh, there we go.
Hold on, you missed something. Your grandmother never used to do that.
That's a blooper.
Sorry,
So the panettone gets rock hard.
sorry, I just got a flashback of puking.
It's fine.
We were talking about that before.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway,
Okay.
so bread pudding.
Yes.
You basically chop up your bread
Okay.
and you leave it out.
Okay.
So this gets nice and stale. It gets rock hard.
Okay.
And then it's literally the same way that you make French toast: milk and eggs, cinnamon,
She doesn't know she burns it.
milk, crack a couple of eggs, beat them, mix it with the bread, and then you just put it in a pan and you bake it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's baked.
Yeah.
I thought
it was
it's.
like-
You idiot.
Yeah.
No, it's because when it cooks, the top gets crispy and the bottom stays like because all the egg and milk is at the
So it's
bottom,
like
so it
you're-
stays like a pudding.
So it's like you crack into it. Like,
Yeah. And then you could put like chocolate
That does
chips
sound
while it's
very
baking,
good.
and little bits of banana, and it's like
Next
basin.
time.
Yeah,
Next time.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess she wants to come back and she keeps saying next time.
Yeah.
I'm assuming, you know,
Well, if I eat like this.
she's like, if I come for breakfast, like, I can.
Well, you should, you know, if you buy yourself a blowtorch, you can have the bananas like that
Aren't you
anytime
giving
you
it to
want.
her?
Pamela, what do you want for Christmas?
Your parents get right away, like, they're like, why does she want a blowtorch? What happened to
They're
Pamela?
like, when did this start?
I mean, you can also put your
Snob
oven on
media.
Stop me! I think
Snob
it's stop me. By the way, she's wearing our t-shirt.
There we go, look at that.
Very nice.
Beautiful.
She's a repping.
Actually, very funny story about this. Okay, so yesterday night remember I was putting my pajamas on and I was just like, I just put a t-shirt on, you know. So I went to my t-shirt drawer, I take it, and I was like, oh my god, this is not media sweater. I was like, I'm gonna wear this tomorrow. Yes! So I was like, perfect timing. You know, anyways,
I'm not gonna lie, the t-shirts are very soft.
Yeah, they
they're
are.
very nice.
Yeah,
Very soft,
Yeah.
and it's all thank you to those children in Honduras.
Are they from Honduras?
I don't know.
You guys keep
You
making
can cut that
great-
out. You can cut that
Keep up the good work with those cigars.
Funny enough, they also have blowtorches in the factory.
It's worse than Amazon. It's okay, no, it's fine. She's like, it's just like, you know what? I really want bread pudding.
Hydrate, quick, hydrate.
On the next episode.
Come watch us as we make bread pudding.
I mean, the bread pudding, you see, I thought it was pudding too.
I'm kind of...
I was like, what are we talking about?
We're just going to come back next episode. She's going to chase us around with blowtorches.
Look, I got my own.
And this one doesn't have the switch or whatever.
The kill switch?
The dead man switch.
What's cool about it?
What's cool about it?
You're too close to my face, bro.
What's cool about it is if we undo it, hold on, wait.
I'm really scared.
Inhale that. There's always a little bit left.
Oh, not today.
Not for the cameras.
Not today.
It's always like that.
Okay, look. That's before we let you go.
Okay.
What?
I love how you're just gonna cut. Tom's just gonna suddenly have a blowtorch.
It was like I was putting a silencer on the guy.
What is this, golden eye?
Yes.
What? How do we spread more kindness?
Aw, no, just keep being yourself.
Are you sure that's the best strategy there?
No, but I don't mean us. I mean like everyone. Like the world is in a shitty place, and like it's just.
But you see, like, okay, yes, there's a lot that's going around in the world, but there always is. So I think the way you can spread more kindness is just like changing like your mindset on certain things, you know? Like, you know, when you said you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh my God, I want to stay in bed longer. Like, yes, we all think that, but then after think of like, okay, but where am I going today? Who am I seeing today? You know, so it's just like, so that's just a little way to like be a little kinder to yourself. And after when you're kinder to yourself, it's easier to be kinder to others. Yeah.
Do you do a gratitude journal?
No, but before I go this is just a little like ritual that I do for myself. I list like 20 things that happen in the day that I'm really like blessed that happened, and yeah, just like, you know, I'm happy that girl made me pass in traffic today, or
hope this
that,
makes your list today.
You know, yes, 100%. You guys made me laugh, you know, and it's just because a lot of bad happens, and I guess like when, you know, like I hope that no one goes through bad things, but when you have experienced a lot of sadness and all that, like you just never want to go back to that place, and you never want others to be in that place, you know, so you can't control that, but if you can just be a little part of like happiness and a reason why they smile, like it feels good. So yeah.
Oh well, I feel better about myself. Do you?
There you go.
Well, I feel better about myself.
Steve, you should give Pamela a call every morning.
Well, look, let me tell you something. Amazing cook, okay?
Oh.
Hilarious. And you're so genius. You remembered everything we spoke
hey,
about.
he got, and genius.
You fucking peasants.
Good cook. Hilarious. Genius. You're the best. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I'm gonna go finish this drink now.
Oh.
Best snobs ever.
Well, cheers.
Snobba-dob-dob.
All right. Cooking with Snobs would like to thank our generous sponsors, Guerrera Desshine Assurance, for your home and auto needs. Contact Michael Guerrera at 579-377-8777. We'd also like to thank Robert Natalia at Charcuterie Noël in Montreal North for the freshest food on the island. And of course, thanks to Canada Wine and Spirits for keeping us hydrated with Mask Gin, Straight Vodka, the Barmaster Gin, and Posé. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell everyone you know about Cooking with Snobs. Follow us on Instagram and YouTube. Cooking with Snobs is a Snob Media and Gucci production.